Hello everybody and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So today you guys, I want to talk to you about energy sensitive people. I am an empath and I've shared that with you guys. I'm actually an intuitive empath, but I'm also a very hypersensitive, or what's the other word? Highly sensitive, hypersensitive. I feel like there's another word that I want to use. I'm just very, I think I was going to say ultra sensitive. That's not the word I was looking for. Hyper, I think it is. Hypersensitive. Yes, that's the word, hypersensitive. I am hypersensitive to energy, to people, places, things, food, noise, even sound. I am so sensitive. I don't know why I'm this way. I've always been this way. It seems like it intensifies at certain times of, the month, the year, the day. I don't know. I'm just a weird human, you guys. I know I'm not alone in this, but I really just want to talk to you guys about empaths and hypersensitive people, because us hypersensitive people are very unique people as a whole. And while we are not the same, hypersensitive and empaths, they're not really the same, but they are, but they're not. They do have a lot in common. Both need time to recharge and rejuvenate. Both are sensitive to the energies and emotions of people that are around them. Now, water for both of us types of humans, empaths and hypersensitive people, can be a great and powerful form of protection for us. Not only does it wash away the stress and negativity that we tend to accumulate through the day, it also helps us feel brand new or even healed from the daily stresses and illnesses. Now, us energy sensitive humans are able to gain a lot by living near a body of water. What made me think about this is because I was reflecting today, where am I going to live? Where am I moving to? I lived by water my whole entire life. And just a little while ago, I was sitting here by the window, reflecting back on my life, just thinking, everything, anywhere and everything, I was thinking about all the places I've ever lived. And I was wondering, where is, the universe going to take me next? Most of you guys know, because I've shared with you, that I have to move. I don't own the house that I live in. I rent it. And I live on a hill that's that looks over Oak Orchard River that flows into Lake Ontario. Well, my landlord sold this property and the new owners bought it maybe about 8 or 9 months ago. And on New Year's Eve, they knocked on my door and said, Happy New Year, and gave me a letter and said, we need you guys to move out. You're great tenants, but, we need you to move out. So they asked if we could please vacate the premises by the end of February 29th, because they want to start renovating this property. They want to turn it into a seasonal property for the tourists. Where I live, is a very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's big on fishing and hunting, mostly fishing. A lot of people come from everywhere to come here to go fishing. And from April to October, November, it's really big. The people around here can make a lot of money by renting out their property. A lot of Airbnbs, a lot of hotels, stuff like that for the fishermen that come down and, game fish or whatever they do. So I have to move. They might make it into a bed and breakfast or just one of those Airbnbs for the people. I get it. It's whatever. I was told by my guides, my divine spiritual team, I think I shared this with you guys, was telling me that I came here from New York City to heal. Just like people that have addictions, they have to go away to heal. And usually when they go away to heal, it's usually to a very beautiful location, very tropical, and it's always by water. So I was led here to heal. Now I'm ready to go back out. I've been fixed. Not totally, but I've been fixed enough and downloaded enough to get back out there to, finish my job as a human, as a light warrior. So I was sitting here and I was asking, the universe, where are you going to take me next? I was asking Gaia too, to please help me manifest or, talk the universe into a location with water nearby. Wherever I got to move to next, please, please, please let it be near some sort of water, some sort of natural water source. Then it dawned on me. I've always lived by a body of water. I've always been close to some sort of water. If it wasn't in my backyard, it was close enough for me to walk to. And if it wasn't a natural source of water, there was always a pool in my backyard or a pool nearby. There may have been 2 or 3 properties that I've lived at that did not have water. And then, I tend to take a lot of baths if I don't live by some sort of natural source of water or a pool. There is definitely a connection between empaths and other energy sensitive people to water as a whole. And I know that because I've talked to a lot of people, and we have us empathic people or highly sensitive people, we tend to have a lot in common. And a lot of people have shared with me that they've always lived by water, or they were always drawn to water. I totally get it. So I was just, sitting here, and all of a sudden, a light bulb went off in my head. And I was like, wow, it's true. I've always lived by water. Quick note, you guys, it's 6:11. I love when I do these videos, and I always see the number 11. I always see the number 11, 6:11, 5:11, 4:11, 11:11. There's always an 11 in my life. 6:11, harmony, enlightenment. Confirmation, you guys. Water. I'm talking to you guys about water. Harmony. Harmonious. How awesome is that? Anyways, us energy sensitive people, or us empathic people, we are drawn to water in ways that most others just won't understand. And I say that because my husband seems to think that I'm asking for too much. He doesn't understand, the contingencies that I have about moving. I need to be by water. I know, we have to leave this house. And I know I don't really have a lot of options. I know living by water can be very expensive, but I wanted to be close to water, and that's all I ask for. I just want to be close to water, close enough that I can walk to. And if it's not close enough that I can walk to, at least a 5 or 10 minute drive. That's all I ask for. And if I can't, then I want to live somewhere that has a pool. If I can't have some natural source of water in my backyard, then please at least have a pool. And he thinks that I'm just being unreasonable. I don't mean to be. I just really, really want to be by water. He just does not understand. He really doesn't. But I don't know. I did look at this property, and what I thought was a parking lot in the pictures ended up being the Erie Canal. So I'm really, 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 really hoping that this falls through for me. So if you guys can please help me manifest this dream. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx it or anything, but just send me some positive energy and light and love my way, please. Keep me strong, keep me positive, keep me happy. I need to hold this frequency, this vibration of happiness, because I'm trying to manifest something. And if it falls through, or not if, when it falls through, I have to be careful of the words I use. When it falls through, I'm going to share with you guys, and I can't wait. But I don't want to talk too much of that, because I really, like I said, I don't want to jinx it. I'm going to share some of the benefits that highly sensitive people and empathic people gain by living close to any source of water. Because when we live close to any source of water, we can go experience it whenever we feel it's necessary, which is mostly all the time. For me, it is. And the further away that we are from a water source, the harder it is for us to gain access to the healing properties that it offers us. So I'm going to share with you a few reasons why energy sensitive humans can benefit from living near any body of water. Now, reason number one, the flow of water will help balance our chakras. Energy sensitive people overall need their chakras balanced frequently, because of how much energy that we take in on a day-to-day basis, all the time. Through being in water, we are able to promote a more positive flow within. Please understand that. For those of you that are not energy sensitive and you're listening to this, you just try to wear my shoes for a day. Just try to imagine what it would be like to be the sponge that's absorbing everything and anything around me or around you, if you're pretending you're me for a day. It's a lot. Now, the flow of, the water around us energy sensitive people, will help our chi to also flow freely. My mother bought me this beautiful angel water fountain that was in my dining room. I just recently packed it today. I enjoy it. I love it. I mean, it sounds so beautiful and calming. It's pretty, and even my kitties love it. But my kitties love it because they're always drinking out of it. But I just love the sound that water makes. And also, when I go to sleep at night, I also go to sleep to the sound of water. I have this clock that makes all of these, weird sounds, birds chirping, thunderstorm, rain, but I listen to water, and that helps me go to sleep at night. It calms me to sleep. Benefit number 2, you guys, depending on what kind of water that we are near, we may be able to sea soak or salt soak, sea soak, salt soak, ocean soak, sea bathe. We may be able to soak in salt water, on an intense level. Now, if an energy sensitive person is living near a salty body of water, you can do this. Okay, you could take a salt bath literally in the ocean. I did this for 3 years when I lived in Naples, Florida. My husband and I, we would go to the pier every single night for 1 year, the first year that we moved down there, to watch the sunset. And we went every single weekend or day off that I had from work. And I literally just soaked in the ocean for hours. Like from, we would probably go to the beach at 11 and go home at probably about 5. Or after the sunset, because that first year we used to watch the sunset like every day, mostly every single day. We may have skipped a day here and there, but it was mostly every single day. And if you don't live in Florida, not a big deal, because you could take an Epsom salt bath. You could take any kind of salt bath except for a table salt. Don't use table salt, because table salt is toxic salt. I share this and tell you guys this all the time. Table salt is a no-no. Himalayan sea salt, black salt, Epsom salt, those are all good salts, but not table salt. The best kind of salt is sea salt or the ocean. Salt water is my jam. I freaking love the ocean. This is a great way to relax and help to free yourself of the things that are clinging to your aura. Now, not everyone likes the ocean, and that's kind of crazy because everybody should love the ocean. The ocean is just beautiful. It smells good. It looks good. It sounds good. It's healing. Oh, it makes your creative juices flow. How can you not love the ocean? But, everybody's not like me. Not everybody likes the ocean. And it's not, some people fear the ocean, so they're not really comfortable to sit in it or by it. So it's not for everybody, and I understand that. Again, if you don't live close enough to the ocean or you're not comfortable sitting in the ocean, you can take a sea salt bath. It'll do the same thing, and you'll get the same benefits. Number 3, the sounds that the bodies of water make can be very relaxing. Now, sometimes I drive up to Lake Ontario, which is literally like 3 minutes down the road because I live on the river, but the river doesn't make any noise. Not really. Yeah, it doesn't really make any noise. But the waves on Lake Ontario do. So I'll drive up there sometimes and I'll sit on the pier, or the rocks to listen to the waves and just to watch the water. And it's really, really relaxing and calming. I used to have a lot of panic attacks when I first moved here to Western New York. And I was guided here to heal. And trust me, you guys, the sound of water, the sound of waves is honestly very, very, very relaxing and calming. When I lived in Florida, I used to sit on the pier or even the beach, the sand, to watch the ocean and listen to the waves. Even when it was kind of cold to swim, I would still sit by the water and just listen to the waves crash against, the pier or the shore. And this is, really, really relaxing because energy sensitive people take on so much daily stress all the time. We are known to be on edge a lot of the time. But being near these bodies of water can provide us with a lot of calming, a calming sensation. Water can provide this, I don't know, it's like a blanket of relaxation or something. I just love living by water, you guys. You have no idea. You just have no idea. It really just helps us to relax. The more time that we spend near the water, the less stressed our minds are. I'm getting stressed just thinking about leaving the water. When I lived in New York City, I lived in Queens, and I lived between I forgot that one Bay Bridge or something like that. It was the ocean and the bay. I lived right in the middle. I lived in Far Rockaway. And I don't know. See, again, I've always lived by water. It's crazy. Number 4, water is very, not only is it relaxing, it's cleansing, it's healing. When we are in a body of water, we are able to cleanse ourselves when we're sitting in it or sitting by it. As an energy sensitive person, we are carrying too much with us all the time. I know I am. I mean, I can't speak for all of you, but I know, what I absorb and what I'm carrying around with me all the time. And I just, honestly, you guys, water is key in my life. So I wash it away by swimming or bathing or just sitting by water. Using the water that, Gaia has provided us with, I just enjoy it. And, I take it in and I am grateful for it. Again, if you don't live close to a body of water, you can do the same thing by taking a shower. Maybe you don't have a tub. You could just take a shower. A shower will do the same thing. It'll wash away the stresses. It's cleansing and it's healing. And you can allow the water to just wash away all the stresses of the day. You can even do a visual while you're taking a shower, or even listen to, music, whatever your music, whatever it is that you like to listen to, classical music, freestyle music, rock and roll, whatever it is, whatever makes you happy. Listen to music, shower, take a bath, just chill and relax and enjoy the element, that Gaia provides us with, something not all the planets have, but Earth does. Number 5, Mother Nature, the universe, the elementals, all speaks to us through these bodies of water. At least to me, that's how I feel when I'm sitting by the water. Energy sensitive people love to be one-on-one with nature. I tend to spend a lot of time in nature outside, and I've shared a lot of my videos with you guys being outside, sitting by the water, walking through the woods. I love being in nature when it's warm outside. I don't really like to be outside when it's cold. I have went down to sit on the docks when it's cold, but me and the cold weather, we are not best of friends. So I tend to just sit by the water, by the window in my living room where it's warm. Being near water also allows me to have a deeper connection with nature and myself. Us, sensitive people feel that we could speak more openly with the universe. I have full-blown conversations with the universe when I'm laying on the docks outside. It's just weird. I know. I'm a weirdo, you guys. But I'm the weirdo you all love. Last but not least, number 6. Water provides us with some of the freshest air. It honestly does. Not all the time is it pleasant, let me tell you. Sometimes it's, quite fishy and seaweedy, but not all the time does it really smell bad. I mean, sometimes I miss that smell. That's the smell of being close to the water. I don't know. I must have been some kind of tree-hugging hippie back in the days, and maybe in a past lifetime. I don't know. That's how I feel right now as I'm talking to you guys about the water. I never realized how much I really honestly loved being by water until today, sitting here reflecting and like, oh my God, I'm a weirdo. I don't really love the smell of the lake, I have to be honest, but I do really love and miss, the sea salty air of the ocean. I love Southwest Florida, and I spent a lot of my teenage and early 20s, on that coast of Florida and, being on the water. I used to have a boat detailing business. Well, my mom's boyfriend did, and he taught me everything that I knew. So I actually made my own boat detailing business when I moved back to Western New York years ago, like, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago. I stopped doing it when I got married because it was just too much work, and it was something that my husband wasn't into, and yada yada yada. I won't go too deep into that, but yeah. So I spent a lot of my time in Florida on the beaches for most of my teen and 20s. And that's the best air quality is sea air, salted air. When I'm by the water, I'm in a place that provides me with, fresh air, full of negative ions. And FYI, you guys, negative ions are the good ions. I have a lot of those salt lamps around my house, and they emit, those negative ions too into the air. So, yeah. By the way, you guys, it makes it easier for us to de-stress, and it allows us to, take in more oxygen. So if you don't live in a place that has sea salty air, you can buy those salt lamps, the plug-ins. They have the small ones that plug into the outlet like a little nightlight. They have the big rock ones, and they also have the little votive candle holder ones too. And What else do I have? I don't know. I was really big into this salt thing a couple of years ago. I even have a salt inhaler, one that I carry with me in my bag. It really helps if you have sinus issues. And I have a salt inhaler for your lungs. I have yet to go to one of those salt caves. Where I live in Western New York, I live in the country. I don't think we have anything like that around. And I would really, 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 really love to do one of those salt floats where you go into one of those like little chambers and you just float in the salt water. But we definitely don't have that around here. If we do, it'd probably be in like Buffalo or maybe Rochester. I know they had it in New York City. I wish, before I moved, I wish I would have experienced something like that. That's on my bucket list. Anyways, you guys, overall, being in places like this will, promote a more positive mood for you guys, especially if you are energy sensitive like I am. I hope that you found this video very interesting, and I'm sending you guys lots and lots of love and lots of light. And for most of you guys know that at the moment, I'm not doing any tarot card readings, but I am still doing the numerology readings. So if any of you guys are interested in a numerology report, please send me an email. All of the information is down below in the description box. I know a few of you guys have emailed me, and I know I probably, I had to break the bad news to some of you to tell you I'm really just not doing the tarot readings right now. Most of that stuff, is packed up in my room, but I can still do the numerology stuff because I do that right on my laptop. And it doesn't take me a lot of focus to do the numerology stuff, to do the tarot card readings. I really just have to clear my mind, and I just have a lot on my mind, so it's really hard for me to channel right now. So I don't want to channel when I don't have a clear, energy flow. What else did I want to talk about? And if any of you guys feel donated to guide, I was going to say, oh boy. If any of you guys feel guided to donate, that's what I meant to say, to support my channel, all of my PayPal and Cash App information is also down below. But as most of you guys know, I really, 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 really love time donations. That's my jam. I love time donations. However, my address is going to be changing soon. I'm thinking about March 1st will be the time frame that I will be moving. So if any of you guys are sending me any letters or anything like that, please know not to send time donations after March, because I'm pending a new address, and I'm gonna have to do an address, one of those address change papers for an address. Gonna have to do that anyways. So everything gets to me, my bills mostly. That's why I love time donations, because the only thing I get in the mail, in the snail mail, is the bills. And most of my bills are, I try to have them sent paperless, so I don't waste paper for no reason to get my bill when they can just send it to me in my email. So yeah, I love snail mail, you guys. It's so nostalgic to get it. I love reading your letters. I love getting your snail mail. That's my favorite, favorite, favorite donation. And you guys know that already. Again, I'm sending you guys lots and lots of love and lots of light. Many blessings. Mwah. Bye.